Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 4 p.m. game between Great Britain and Team France. My name is Evie Craig, and this is the 16th Men's European Championship, live from Hørsholm, Denmark. This game, featuring Great Britain and France, is a placement game for 7th place. First pitch is on its way, and it'll be down for a ball. So pitching for Great Britain is Damon Brown. Doing the catching, Trent Nash. At first base, we have Iwan Gale. Second, we have Todd Kine. At third, we have Darren Mintez. At shortstop, we have Joshua Pete. In the outfield, left field is Thomas Russell. Center field, Matthew Tomlin. And rounding out the field in right field, we have Darren Ty. That pitch is high for ball 2, and the count goes to 2-1. Batting first for Team France is the catcher, Anthony Cros. And the count goes to 3-1. Cros is one of the dangerous French batters who has been leading the offense this week. He has 4 hits on the week and has one of France's 2 home runs. Pitch on its way, and that is ball 4. So the leadoff runner is on here in the top of the first inning. Coming up next for Team France, we have the first baseman, Jean Janusek. Janusek has also been a tough batter to face at the plate here this week, with the team leading 6 hits and the other one of France's home runs this week. And he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Pitch coming in hot, and that is hit even hotter into left center field, and that will be caught. Out in left field for GB, making the catch on a nice line drive from Janusek. However, Thomas Russell is out there to make the catch and get the first out of the inning. Runner still on first base, coming to the plate for Team France. We have the right fielder, Jacques Boucheron. Boucheron himself is in second place for the team in hits with 4. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Damon Brown has done the bulk of the pitching for Team Great Britain so far this week. He's thrown almost 13 innings. He has given up 24 runs, but only 15 of them were earned. And he has 12 total walks, putting Anthony Cros on first. We'll make that 13. And he has 14 strikeouts. The next pitch is also in there for a ball, and Brown did not look happy with that call, but he stretches to pitch again. And that one is also inside for ball 3. You can see him asking his catcher and the umpire where that missed at. Looks like it missed inside. And the 3-0 count to Boucheron will be in there for strike 1. So in this count, Brown will be looking to make his way back from an early 3-0 deficit. Work his way back into the count, get a grounder, a fly out, a strikeout, whatever way he can get the outs for Team Great Britain. And he gets a pop-up. That will be foul, and it lands in foul. The second baseman for Great Britain, that is Todd Kine, had to run a long way to get to that ball, and he almost got there. Right fielder, Darren Ty, also had to run a long way. Both of them were right around the ball, but neither of them were able to make the play. And Boucheron will get another pitch to try and hit. The full count pitch on its way, and it is high for ball 4. So 2 walks in the top of the first inning, put a runner in scoring position for France. And cleanup hitter, Paulo Brossier, playing center field today, is coming up to bat. With one out, Prosier will be looking to advance the runners or notch himself an extra base hit and get France on the board early. Pitch is on its way, and it will be down for a ball. So Brown, having notched a lot of strikeouts in this tournament, but also displaying a little bit of lack of control here early in the game. Already put 2 walks up in this game. That'll make it 14 on the tournament for him. And that ball is popped up in the infield. Infield fly is called, and the batter will be out. So the catch is made at second base by Todd Keene. However, even if he were to not make the catch, it still would have been an out as the umpire called infield fly. France still has runners on scoring position, and now up to bat is the second baseman, Rony Papa. He watches that first pitch in there for a strike. Papa has displayed some power and some consistency in this tournament. He's notched himself a couple of doubles here. Does not have his first home run yet, but he is hitting out of the powerful 5 spot of the lineup. He's been taking healthy cuts all week. Brown looking to get himself a strikeout here. And it's grounded hard to third base. Easy play. So the top of the first ends with no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. And we go to the home half of the first inning in this matchup between Great Britain and France. Stepping up to the plate first for Great Britain is left fielder Thomas Russell. And the first pitch is hit hard to shortstop. The play is made and the throw is in time. So a quick out for French pitcher. That is Sylvain Buvat doing the pitching for Team France. And he manages to get himself a ground out on the first pitch of the game. So let's take a look at the defense for Team France. As I mentioned, doing the pitching is Sylvain Buvat. Catching for him is Anthony Cros. At first base, we have Jean Janusek. At second, we have Rony Papa. At third, we have Paul Lemaitre. At shortstop, we have Mathis Guiraud. And in the outfield, playing left field, is Clément Lepichon. In center is Paulo Brossier. And in right field, we have Jacques Boucheron. DPing for the pitcher is Philippe Drouot. Good hold on that high pitch to take it for a ball. Sylvain Pruvat has also done most of the pitching for this French squad. He's thrown almost 18 innings and only given up 10 earned runs. We watched him throw a nasty rise ball to get a lot of batters struck out swinging. However, he has also struggled with some control, giving up 10 walks and 9 strikeouts. The 3-1 pitch is coming in and swung on and missed. Todd Keane, the second baseman for Great Britain in the box, looks a little bit ahead on Privat's pitching here. Despite his control struggles, he does have 2 complete games showing that he can go the distance and have endurance for this French team. Keane draws a walk, and Great Britain has their first base runner of the game. Now stepping up to the plate for Great Britain is the catcher, Trent Nash. Privat delivers the pitch. And that is a little bit low for a ball, just at the bottom of the zone. Todd Keane, running at first base, does not have a stolen base yet at this tournament. Nash takes that pitch for the first strike. The infield corners are playing back at the base, potentially not anticipating a sacrifice bunt. And they are correct. Nash will be swinging. He pops that up to the third base side, and it will be out of play. That pitch will be inside for ball 2. That evens the count at 2. The payoff pitch is on its way, and it will be fouled off. Seems like the Great Britain hitters are a little bit early on the pitching of Sylvain Privat. They've fouled a couple off to the left side. They've missed a couple of pitches because they were too early. They will be looking to make adjustments here. And he fouls another one off. A good at-bat by Trent Nash. He's taken a couple of healthy cuts at Privat's pitching here. Has not made solid contact with them yet, but with the way he's swinging the bat, you know if he hits one right, it will go far. And he watches that one down for a ball. The count goes to full. With Keane at first base, he could be looking to score on an extra base hit by Nash here. Privat looking to attack the zone with 3 balls. And Nash ready to hit. And that is down for another walk. So I mentioned earlier that Privat has displayed some slight control issues early in this tournament. The Great Britain hitters are not squaring up on his pitches. None of his pitches have been hit hard yet. However, they are getting on base by being patient at the plate and waiting for a good pitch to hit. So coming to the plate now for Great Britain is the third baseman, Darren Mintiez. He watches the first one high. Darren has been leading the Great Britain offense so far in this tournament with 6 hits and their sole home run. He's displayed good consistency and power. With a runner on scoring position, he'll be looking to knock one in. And he fouls that one off between his legs. He's also swinging a little bit early on it. Keen, base running at second, will be looking to score on anything through the infield. And that one will be caught at shortstop and a double play. Nice turn there by shortstop. And that'll end the inning on 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors, and 2 left on base. Welcome back as we go to the top half of the second inning between France and Great Britain. If you're just now joining us, this is a placement game for 7th place at the 16th Men's European Championship. Neither of the teams have scored thus far. However, both of them drew 2 walks in the top and the bottom half of the first. So they've both been getting runners on base. Neither of them have been able to get them around, but it seems like this game will be a game of pace. Damon Brown throws another pitch in there high. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. .30 pitch on its way. And it is high for ball 4. So that will be the 3rd walk of the game for Damon Brown. The 5th walk of the game in general. And we are only in the 2nd inning. Now coming up to bat is the French left fielder, Clément Lepichon. He is stepping to the plate for the first time this game, looking to advance the runner. And he shows bunt and gets it down back to the pitcher, who throws to second. The throw goes into center field. And Lemaitre will stay at second base. So an attempt to sack bunt turns out as a reached first on an error. And the French have their first 2 runners in the top of the 2nd inning aboard with no outs. Up to bat now is the French shortstop, Mathis Guiraud. And he also squares the bunt, but pulls back in time. The ball gets by the catcher, gets by the 3rd baseman, and the French have their first run on the board. So Lemaitre steals 3rd and steals home, and the French are up 1-0. Looks like that ball might have gotten by the catcher, maybe hit the umpire on the arm. It sounded a little bit painful. Take a little break while the British catcher, Trent Nash, goes out to talk to Damon Brown in the pitching circle. On that play, Clément Lepichon, who reached on an error, also advanced to second base. So Team France still has a runner in scoring position with Mathis Guiraud up to bat. Brown steps back up to the mound, leans back, and fires the pitch in there. That bunt is down, foul. So Guiraud attempting to get a bunt down here, maybe a bunt for a base hit. He does have some speed and has one stolen base so far in this tournament. The only French player with a stolen base. The GB infield is playing standard. Corners are normal. And Guiraud swings and pops it up to the third base side. Out of play. So that'll put 2 strikes on him. I could easily be wrong, but with 2 strikes, it's pretty unlikely that he'll try to put a bunt down now. My guess would be that he is swinging for a base hit and for an RBI. Pitch is in, and he is in fact swinging, but fouls that off. With 2 strikes, Guiraud is looking to be aggressive on the pitch, making sure to not get rung up looking. Damon leans back for the 1-2 pitch. And that'll be up for ball 2. That'll even the count at 2. Looked like it could have been an off-speed pitch, maybe a changeup. Looking to get Guiraud swinging. Payoff pitch on its way. And that'll be hit hard to third base. A nice snag by Mintiez at third base, and he is able to tag the runner out. So Le Pichon will be out, attempting to advance to third. And Guiraud will be awarded a fielder's choice. That was a very hard hit ball, almost bounced over the head of third baseman Darren Mintiez, but he was able to make the stop and get the out. Nice play. That ball is on the corner for strike 1. Stepping up to the plate now for Team France is the designated player, Philippe Drouot. Drouot also has good speed for this French team. He does not have a stolen base to show for it so far, but he has done a good job beating out infield singles. And he slides in safely to second. There's another stolen base for Mathis Guiraud. Got a good jump, and the throw by Trent Nash was not in time. So he advances to scoring position. As I was saying, Drouot has done a good job beating out infield singles and taking extra bases on hits to the outfield. Another runner in scoring position for Team France after Guiraud successfully steals second base. And Drouot would be looking to hit him in. And he takes a healthy swing but fouls it off. Brown ahead in the count, 1-2. Looking for a strikeout, ground out, fly out pitch right here. Limit the damage of the inning. And he leans back and throws it in there. And that will be a ball low. It'll even the count at 2. And he'll throw that off-speed pitch again, but again it sails high to make the count full. Brown looks like he's got a good change in speed going from the fastball to the changeup. However, his changeup has sailed high today, and the French batters have not been biting at it. But he bites at that one and lines it hard, foul. A good changeup is important for the pitcher because it works to keep the hitters off balance and on their toes and keep their eyes moving and get them swinging. However, so far he has not been able to place it. So 3-2 pitch. And another high one. Guo draws a walk. That is the 4th walk of the game for Great Britain pitcher Damon Brown, and it rolls it around to the top of the lineup. Stepping into the box now is the catcher Anthony Cole. Brown gets the signs from his catcher. And the pitch is low, ball 1. This is Cole's 2nd plate appearance of the game, and his 1st plate appearance, he drew a walk. He's looking for his 1st hit of the game here. And it won't be on that pitch as that sails outside for ball 2. Pitch on its way, and it'll be low, bringing the count to 3 balls and no strikes. Brown will be looking to work his way back from a 3-0 count. And he does a good start at that. That pitch is in there for a strike. (3-1). Brown is going to be looking for a ground out or fly out pitch here. Cole is looking for something he can hit hard to bring in 1 run, 2 runs, or even 3 runs. And there's another strike, bring the count to full. Same scenario here. Cole is going to be more aggressive at the plate, but still looking for something he can drive hard. And he does drive that hard to left field, and that will be gone. A 3-run home run for French catcher Anthony Cole. That is his 2nd home run of the week, and it will put the French up 4-0 in the top of the 2nd. So a couple of walks to put runners on and then capitalize on a pitching mistake. Suddenly changes the momentum of this game, and the French are up by 4. Brown looking to calm down and get back on track after giving up a 3-run home run. And stepping into the box will be French first baseman Jean Janusek. Janusek hit a hard line drive to left field in his first at-bat, but it was caught by a very well-placed Thomas Russell out in left field. He does also have good power with a home run this week. Brown leans back, stretches and fires the pitch in there. High for a ball. There's another ball down in the dirt for ball 2. Janusek is a lefty with a very open stance, looking to drive the ball hard, opposite field, and he fouls that one back hard. A healthy cut, If he gets a hold of the ball, it'll go pretty far. However, that is just a strike for Damon Brown.
Yeah, you Jimmy, come on, let's go.
Here we go, Damon. Looking forward now.
Janusek ready to hit. Brown ready to throw. And that one is fouled back out of play.
Way on top here now, Damon.
The count is even at 2. And the payoff pitch is coming in hot. And it's high. And that was another off-speed pitch that is sailing up. Looks like Brown might be having a hard time finding his release point on the off-speed pitches. It brings the count to full. 3-2 pitch. And it'll be low for ball 4. Time is called by the Great Britain coach. He will go out to chat with his infield, chat with Damon Brown in the pitcher circle. I can imagine they're talking about how much gas Brown has left in him after a long week. Brown will go at it again, staying in the game. And he will face Jacques Boucheron, the right fielder for Team France. First pitch is inside for a ball. The ball is fumbled by the catcher, Trent Nash. However, Janusek stays at first base. Looks like Great Britain has sent a relief pitcher out to warm up. And that ball is driven hard and high to center field. It is back, and it is gone. Another home run in this inning for the French. That'll put them up 6-0 after an absolute bomb by Jacques Boucheron. And now the coach from Great Britain will be going out again. And the rule is that after the second time calling time, he has to remove his pitcher. So it looks like we might be seeing a relief pitcher come in for Great Britain now. Welcome back. After a short break, we have a new pitcher for Great Britain, and that will be number 14, Tom Prescott, who is making his first pitching appearance of the tournament. He will face the center fielder from France, Paulo Brossier. And the first pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Looks like Prescott is bringing some heat, throwing pretty hard. I don't have any stats on him for this week, though. He has not made an appearance. That pitch is high for ball 2. So the French are trying to do more damage after a 6-run second inning. And he will swing through that one for strike 1. Brossier on his last at-bat hit an infield fly to second baseman. That was in the first inning, and here we are, only 1 inning later, up to bat again. And he watches that one in for a strike. The count is even at 2. Payoff pitch on its way. And that is driven hard, but foul out of play. Looks like Prescott is throwing a little bit harder than some of the pitchers the French batters have faced earlier in the week. Brossier was late with that swing. And a little bit on that one, he grounds it back to Prescott, who throws to first for the out. So a nice and efficient out on the first batter that Prescott faces. And he has his first batter of the tournament out of the way. Now coming up to bat with 2 outs is the French second baseman, Ronnie Papa. Papa hit the hard fielder's choice in the last inning, and if he gets on, then Lemaitre will come up to bat again, who started this inning. He started it off with a walk, and I'm sure the French would love to bat through their lineup in the second inning. Tom Prescott coming into relief, looking to limit the damage that the French can do and keep Great Britain in the game. And that pitch might have hit him, it looks like. Or maybe it's a foul ball. His teammates are yelling at him to take first. The umpire is telling him to come back to the plate. Not sure if maybe it hit the knob of his bat. I think the fact that Ronnie Papa did not make a move towards first indicates that it might have hit off the bat instead of hit off his body. And so that will count as a foul ball, and the count goes to 1-1. And that pitch will be down and in for a ball. And the 2-1 pitch, it will be down for ball 3. Tom Prescott looking to work back from a 3-1 count and get the final out of the inning. That one is fouled back out of play. And the at-bat will continue. The count goes to full. The payoff pitch on its way, and that will be ball 4. That's the 4th walk of the inning for Team Great Britain. And coming up to bat now is third baseman Paul Lemaitre. Lemaitre led off this inning with a walk, and 5 runs later, he is up to bat again for Team France. Prescott winds up, and that pitch is inside for a ball. Papa ready to advance to second should the ball get by catcher Trent Nash. And there's another ball inside. Prescott leans back, and there's ball 3. Lemaitre looking to draw his second walk of the game, second walk of the inning actually. Get on base yet again. Continue the French's chance to score a couple more runs in this top of the second inning. And he will do just that, getting ball 4. Runners on first and second. France has a runner in scoring position yet again in this inning. Coming up to bat is Clément Lepichon, who reached on an error by the pitcher earlier in this inning after attempting to sacrifice bunt. He takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And he grounds that hard to shortstop, gets by shortstop, and runner is rounding. Will stay at third base. Ball gets by the catcher and rolls all the way up to the first baseline. And we have Rony Papa still at third base, my apologies. And so that will be a single to left field, advancing both runners one base to load the bases. A lucky break by Great Britain to keep the runner at third. Mathis Guiraud is coming up to bat now. He has reached on a fielder's choice earlier in this inning and proceeded to steal a base. Prescott lets out a grunt on that pitch and throws it hard in there for the first strike. With 2 outs, Guiraud will have to get one past the infield to score a run. And that pitch is inside for a ball. Prescott seems to be turning up the heat now. Throwing it in pretty hard, letting out a grunt when he releases. And that ball sails by the catcher, but Rony Papa will stay at third base yet again. So a couple of chances to score a few more runs, but the French have not capitalized on it. They are, however, still leading by 6 runs. Prescott coming in relief after a 6-run deficit started off the second inning. And Papa will score easily on that one. So that will be a stolen base, stealing home on a pass ball. And that'll make the score 7-0. That takes the force play off for Great Britain. He will be looking to get the out at first base. The count is 3 balls and 1 strike. And that will be ball 4. Another walk for Great Britain. Load the bases for Team France. It looks like Prescott might be in some little bit of pain. He's grabbing his arm after his pitches. But the coach will not go out to talk to them, and it looks like he will stay in the game. Great Britain is 1 out away from getting out of this inning. And we are back still in the top half of the second inning. There are no defensive changes for Great Britain. Everything stays as it is. Everyone stays in as they are. Got a quick water and ice pack on the neck break for catcher Trent Nash. I'm sure it was much needed. It can get really hot in the catching gear back there, and it's been a really nice weather. It's been really nice weather today, especially if you're sitting up in the broadcast booth with a slight wind. I can imagine it's really hot to be on the field in all of the gear. But this is about as good as a summer day gets in Denmark, so we can't really complain. Been having some on and off rain the whole week, and today there is not a cloud in the sky, around 24 degrees. A great day for laying on the beach. Prescott's down in the count 2-0, and there is the first strike. The French batter is, and he picks him off at third base for the third out. Nice throw down by Trent Nash. He got the job done himself. And that will cap off the top of the second inning, a very long inning for Great Britain. They will look to answer with some runs of their own in the bottom half of this inning. Welcome back. We are in the bottom half of the second inning. If you think it's been a really long game so far, it has. We have played an inning and a half, and it's taken almost 50 minutes, 49 minutes to be exact. And the first batter, that is Tom Prescott, who came in to pitch, gets hit by the pitch on the first pitch. And the first batter of the inning is on base. Stepping up to the plate now for Great Britain is the first baseman, Iwan Gale. That pitch is inside for a ball. Sylvain Bruvard doing the pitching for France still. Had a long break in between innings, or in the top half of the inning. We'll see if it impacts his ability to regain his sense of control and be aggressive early in the counts. He struggled a little bit with control in the first inning, giving up 2 walks, and already gave up a hit by pitch in this inning, but he comes back hard with a strike right there. That pitch is popped up out of play for strike 2. Bruvard gets ready to pitch and fires it in there. And that pitch is inside for ball 3. The count is worked full yet again. And that'll be ball 4. The first 2 runners of the inning are on board for Great Britain. We are an inning and a half through the game, and there have been 11 walks combined so far. Team France has been able to capitalize on those walks. They scored 1 run in the first and 6 runs in the bottom of the second on 2 home runs. On 6 runs, 6 walks, 2 home runs, and 1 hit. And that pitch is down for a ball. So some games are pitcher's duels, and we've seen quite a few of those this week. I think this one is going to be more of a patience at the plate duel, who can get the most base runners on by being patient at the plate, and who can capitalize on mistakes by the pitcher and mistakes by the defense. 3-0 count. The pitch is on its way, and it'll be in there for a strike. So the batter now, 3-1 count, stepping into the box. It is the right fielder for Great Britain, Darren Ty. And he swings through that one, brings the count to full. This is the second full count batter in a row. So going deep into the counts and having long at-bats is definitely contributing to the length of the game. He gets him swinging there. That's the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the game by either pitcher. Batting for GB in the 8th spot now, we have the shortstop, Joshua Peet. Peet has shown off his speed in this tournament with 2 stolen bases so far. And he drives that one back to the pitcher, who will get the force out at second. He is called out at second base. So I think Brivat was looking to turn a double play, but they are only able to get 1 at second. That will be the second out of the inning. With 2 outs in the bottom of the second, we have in the 9th spot coming up the center fielder, Matthew Tomlin. And they will put in a runner for the 2-out pitcher rule. So that will be the last out of the game. I believe it will be... Oh, they're putting him back out there to run. They're putting Tom Prescott back on third base to run. I'm not sure if they... made a pitching change prior to this inning, and therefore they're not able to run for Tom Prescott if he is not in the lineup as a pitcher anymore. Or if they just did not want to use another player to run, I'm not sure. But in any case, runners on first and third for Great Britain. Matthew Tomlin steps to the plate and takes the first pitch for a ball. Joshua Peet is running on first base, as I mentioned earlier, does have some speed and has been aggressive on the bases thus far in the week. Tomlin swings through that. With 2 outs, I'm not sure if they would send him and risk making the last out of the inning on a caught stealing, down 7 runs in the game. Might be a little bit too aggressive, but off he goes. I was wrong, and he will be sliding in safe to second. Phenomenal speed there from Peet. That is his 3rd stolen base of the week, and he got there in no time. Looks like he might have slid a little bit hard into the base. Maybe taken some dirt with him. And they call a swing on that. So they get a strike on Tomlin, but give up a stolen base to Peet. And there is strike 3. Final score for second inning is no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Coming into pitch for Team Great Britain here in the top of the third inning is Matthew Etter. He has thrown 10 innings so far this tournament, given up 13 runs. He has not yet given up a home run, the only Great Britain pitcher to not give one up so far. And he has 9 walks and 7 strikeouts. So he'll be looking to pad those strikeout stats here against Team France, coming into a game where Great Britain is down 7-0. The first pitch to French designated player Philippe Drouot was in there for a strike. However, the second one sailed into the dirt. The count is even at 1. Etter already showing off the possession of an off-speed pitch in his pitch selections. That last pitch looked like a changeup. And that pitch, thrown a little bit harder, is fouled back by Drouot. Drouot reached on a walk in his first at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another one is fouled back. Etter gets his signs and leans back and fires it in there. And that will be ball 2. The count is even. And that one is popped up. Will it stay in play? It will not. That ball is out of play, foul. Drouot will live to see another pitch, and Etter will get another chance to strike him out, ground him out, get him to pop out, whatever ways he can get the outs for Great Britain here. One-two pitch on its way again. And that one is popped up again in the exact same spot as the previous one. So Etter is throwing pitches, and Philippe Drouot is responding with foul balls. He will get another chance for a hit as Etter lines up and gets ready to throw it in there. That one is down for a ball. Brings the count even at 2. France looking to get base runners, have another big inning like the last. And that one is driven hard to center field. And, ooh, a good dive, but does not make the play. Drouot, showing off his speed, makes it into second base standing. That'll be a leadoff double for Philippe Drouot. The ball was hit on a line, on a frozen rope to British center fielder Matthew Tomlin, who dove for it and knocked the ball down, but was not able to come up with a catch. That rolls the French lineup around to the top with the French catcher Anthony Cros coming up to bat. And he is hit by the very first pitch he sees. Will advance to first, putting runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the third. Cole hit a home run his last time up to bat, so I'm sure that he was looking for a better outcome than a hit by pitch. Looks like he's rubbing his hand or his arm a little bit. He will have to try again next time round. Up now is first baseman Jean Janusek. He takes the first pitch in there for a strike. If you're just now tuning in, we are in the top of the third. Team France scored 6 runs in the top of the second, and they are coming back to look to pad to their lead here in the third. That ball is low for a ball. This is the third game of the day on Field 1 here in Hørsholm, Denmark, and by far the hottest game of the day as well. Probably the hottest game of the week, actually. That pitch is in there for a strike. France and Great Britain are playing a placement game to fight for 7th place here in this tournament out of 12 teams. And later on tonight at 6 p.m., Denmark and Belgium will play against each other for a chance to go to the finals that will be held tomorrow. So make sure to tune in for that. That'll be another exciting game. The last match between Denmark and Belgium ended 1-0 to Denmark. It's a pitcher's duel. I'm sure the one tonight will be just as exciting. There is a nice changeup, but Janusek waits on it and drops it in to left field for a base hit. Drouot, rounding third, slides into home safely, showing off his speed, and Krog makes his way around to third. So that'll be an RBI single for Jean Janusek, and he advances to second base on the throw. Over on field 2 right now, we have Spain squaring off against Slovakia, I believe. And I am sure that's another exciting game, so make sure to take a peek over there. See what that one's like. A big swing by French right fielder Jacques Boucheron. I can understand why, as he did hit a towering home run his last time at the plate. He is looking to replicate that hit again. He watches that one for a ball. The throwback is not in time, and Cole is safe at third base. The home run in the top of the second inning was Boucheron's first home run of the tournament. However, hitting out of the 3 spot, he does have a lot of power, and he has displayed that with extra base hits in this week. And there's another one into right center field. It is high, and it is caught at the fence. But that will be deep enough for Anthony Krog to score from third, and Jean Janusek to tag up from second and make it to third. So that will be a long sac fly for French right fielder Jacques Boucheron. Coming up to bat now for Team France is the center fielder Paolo Prosier. And he hits a hard line drive to left center field, and that will get down, bounce into the fence. He is rounding first, heading to second, and he will reach second with a stand-up double. That is Bossier with a stand-up double to left center field. That was a very hard line drive, and with a little bit more air, it might have had a chance to go out. Frozen rope that knocks another run in for Team France and makes the score 10-0 in the top of the third. Bossier will almost immediately steal third base on a pass ball. And up to bat now is the second baseman, Rony Papa. Rony Papa had a fielder's choice in the first inning and a walk in the second inning. So he has been on base both times so far. And he pops that one up on the left side. Will it stay in play? It will not. That is out of play for a long foul ball. Rony Papa has been on base both times this game, but is looking for his first hit of the tournament. Sorry, first hit of this game. 1-1 pitch on its way. And he pops that one up to the right side this time. So he's popped one up to each side. I am sure he's looking to straighten both of those out and drive it up the middle on this pitch. He's behind in the count, 1-2. Eder has shown that he does have a good changeup, and I'm sure he won't be afraid to use it in this count. He does not. He goes with the rise ball instead. Rony Papa lets it go for ball 2. Count is even at 2. There's currently 1 out and a runner on third in the top of the third inning. Payoff pitch on its way. And that one is driven high and far to left center field. Does it have a chance? And it falls just at the fence. Papa jogs into second base with a stand-up double that I think most people in the stands and in the dugouts thought it was out. But it fell just at the base of the fence. So that will be a long double for Papa. And up to bat now is the French third baseman, Paul Lemaitre. Lemaitre started the rally inning in the top half of the second, last inning, with a walk. He then got up to the plate yet again in that inning and drew his second walk of the inning. That pitch is in there for a strike. The count evens at 1. Lemaitre, so only 2 plate appearances were those 2 walks, so he does not yet have his first at-bat of the game, and he does not yet have his first hit of the game. He will be looking to get that here. And that pitch goes high for ball 2. Eden is one of GB's young pitchers with potential who has come into a tricky situation, coming in down by 7 in the 3rd inning. And that pitch sails high for ball 3. So Lemaitre has a chance to draw his 3rd walk of the game. And his 3rd walk in the past 2 innings as well. And he hits that one up high on the left side. That will be out of play. So a foul ball brings the count to full. Full count, the payoff pitch from Meter on its way. And that one is fouled back. The at-bat will stay alive. The Maître will get another chance to get his first hit of the game or draw another walk. Eater will get a chance to get the second out of the inning.
Here we go, GB.
3-2 pitch. And that will be ball 4. That'll be the 3rd walk of the game for Paul Lemaitre. His 3rd time on base. And coming up to bat now in the top of the 3rd, with runners on 1st and 2nd and 1 out, we have Clément Lepichon. Takes the first pitch for a strike. He laid down a sac bunt in the 2nd inning, got on base by a throwing error, and hit a single in his last at-bat also in the 2nd inning. That pitch sails high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Great Britain looking to get 2. And that will be ball 2. Eater throwing all of his pitches around the zone. Some of them are in there for a strike. Some of them are missing. That one is in there for a strike, and the count is even at 2. Pitch on its way, and that one is popped up towards me. A foul ball out of play. A quick correction, the batter is not Clément Lepichon. Instead, a pinch hitter has been put in for him. Maybe a defensive replacement as well. We'll find out when they go out. And now batting is Sebastian Newman. And he takes that pitch for ball 3. The count is full. Newman had a game-saving play against Spain on opening day for Team France out in left field. Threw the ball on a laser into home plate to cut down the go-ahead run. And that ball gets by the catcher. It is ball 4. So Sebastian Newman is on base in his first plate appearance. And time is called by the Great Britain coach. Welcome back. We are still in the top of the third inning, and coming up to bat now will be a pinch hitter for Team France. And he grounds it hard to third. And the force out is made at home, and he grounds into a double play. So the pinch hitter was Blaise Cardon, and Great Britain gets out of the inning very quickly. To the bottom of the third we go. Welcome back to the home half of the third inning. We have a couple of defensive changes made for Team France. So Sébastien Newman will stay in left field instead of Clément Lepichon. Blaise Cardon will stay at shortstop instead of Mathis Guiraud. And Gregory Cros will come into third base for Paul Lemaitre. And he actually also hit for Lemaitre and drew the walk in the previous inning. Coming into pitch, a new pitcher for Team France is Rémi Puyol. And Russell pops that up foul. Up to bat now for Team Great Britain is their leadoff batter, Thomas Russell. He grounded out to shortstop his first time up, and he takes that pitch for a ball. And that one is a soft line drive to first base, knocked down by Jean Janusek, and he gets back to the base to make the out. So if you're keeping score at home, that will be 3 unassisted. And coming up to bat now for Great Britain will be the second baseman, Todd Keane. Keane walked in his first plate appearance in the bottom of the first inning. He takes that pitch high for ball 1. And that is another pitch high. So Brivard has been the French ace for the whole week. He has thrown almost 20 innings so far. And Rémi is coming into this game having thrown 5.2 innings. So it's one of his early appearances in this tournament. He's given up 10 earned runs. And his walk to strike ratio is 8-7 respectively. 8 walks and 7 strikeouts. He has given up 2 home runs. And that one is driven deep into center field. But the catch is made in center field. And according to my scorecard, that is Paulo Brossier out in center field. However, from where I'm sitting, it looks more like Jacques Boucheron. So there may have been some defensive changes in terms of where players are playing as well. And I will double check on that and get back to you. But in any case, the catch is made by the center fielder. And that brings Trent Nash up to bat. The second pitch is high and evens the count as 1. So if you're just now joining, or if you have not looked at the scoreboard, the score is 11-0. We are in the bottom of the third inning. The run rule for the third inning is 15 runs after 3, so the French are not in a position to run rule Great Britain after this inning. However, it is 10 after 4, so the game could be over after next inning if Great Britain doesn't score a couple of runs in this inning or the next. And there are 2 outs already for Team France on the field in this inning. So, as I said earlier, I was correct. It is Jacques Boucheron out in center field, made that grab on the line drive by Todd Keane. The count is full. Payoff pitch on its way. And fouled off. Trent Nash will see another pitch. Nash has been doing the catching today, and it sure has been a hot day to do that in all the gear. We are in the mid-20s, 24, 25, and not much of a breeze. So I hope he is staying hydrated and staying cool, and he draws a walk right there. Looks like he might get a 2-out catcher rule. Yep, that is Todd Keane coming in to run for Trent Nash, who is the catcher. Todd Keane was the last out in the lineup, so he is allowed to replace Nash at first without using one of their substitutions. And coming to the plate now will be third baseman Darren Mentiez. He fouls that one back. Darren has some power. He does have a home run in this tournament, and I am sure Team Great Britain would love to see some of that power right here. Down 11-0. The most important thing is to get a couple of base runners, but 11-2 does sound a lot better than 11-0. A lot more motivating for them, I'm sure. And he takes that pitch inside for a ball. Count is even at 1. And that pitch is driven to shortstop. Play is made at second. Runner is out, and that will be the third out. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base as we go to the 4th inning. And the first pitch to French batter Philippe Drouot is in there for a strike. Drouot is the designated player of this game. He had a walk in his first at-bat in the long second inning and hit a double in his last at-bat in the 3rd inning. And he's up again here in the 4th. The count is even at 1. Eden staying in as pitcher. He gave up 4 runs last inning. This ball is grounded softly to the pitcher, and Drouot has speed, so he will be safe at first base. Good effort by Eden, whose teammates are running out to make sure he's okay. Didn't roll anything on that play. Really good effort, but Drouot has the type of speed that'll make infielders panic and not be able to make the play, and that's exactly what happened here. Eden got to a good ball that was just barely within his reach, but was not able to make the play over at first base. So now up to bat, coming in for Anthony Cole, is the catcher, Nicolas Garin. The first pitch is low for a ball. And that pitch, Garin is a little bit early on, and he grounds it foul down the third base side. So the count is even at 1. France looking to pad their lead. Great Britain looking to limit the damage. If the score stays 11-0 after the top of the 4th, when we go to the bottom half of this inning, Great Britain will need to score at least 2 runs to keep the game going. And a big swing from Nicolas Garin, and it is fouled back. The count is yet again even at 2. Payoff pitch on its way, and that was a foul ball. Little check swing, the ball hit the bat and then fouled straight back, so the count will stay even at 2. Garang looking for something hard to hit here. Eden looking for a strikeout. And he almost got him chasing on that high pitch, but Garang was able to hold back. The count goes to full. Another long at bat. And that is ball 4. The first 2 runners of the inning are on. And up to bat is the first baseman, Jean Janusek. Janusek got a hard hit to left field in his last at-bat. And he hits a hard one to right field this time. Drouot is rounding third, heading home. Garin slides in safely to third. And that will be an RBI single to right field from Janusek. Drouot scored easily from second on that hit. Didn't even draw a throw home. And there are now runners on the corners for the now center fielder, Jacques Boucheron. Great Britain calls time. Tries to stop the momentum of Team France. Maybe talk through a strategy for facing Boucheron, who has a lot of power and really showed it off in the second inning when he hit a towering home run over the center field fence, deepest part of the park. Almost back to the train tracks that go behind the field, and he pops this one up out of play. Eden winds up and delivers the pitch, and another one is fouled back. Here at Hurricane Park, we're about 25 kilometers north of central Copenhagen. We have a right field and a left field fence that's sitting at 76 meters, and about 10 meters behind that there is a train track going by. So the really long home runs, they get close to rolling onto the train tracks. If you're really lucky and there's a train going by, you might hear the ball bounce off. Although we haven't had any hits long enough this tournament to do that. There was a close one by Tobias Holmelund of Denmark on Monday night, and that one is popped up out of play. And the home run in the second inning by Anthony Cole was also nearly long enough to do that. So the count is 1-2. Boucheron has fouled 3 pitches off, taking very healthy cuts, fouled them off straight behind the plate. And he will watch a high one. Nice snag by catcher Trent Nash. He almost jumped out of a squat to get to that one and saved a run from scoring. Eden gets ready to pitch and fires it in there, and that ball is high and hard and will be caught by right fielder. And Janusek, running from first, will slide into second base safely. So that is a sac fly for Boucheron, scores a run, and Janusek advances from first to second, despite a good throw from right fielder, who looks like he might have hurt himself on that. Maybe hurt his arm on the throw. I hope that he is okay. No. We are back here in the top of the fourth inning after a quick injury break. And that ball is hit hard in the 5-6 hole, and Janusek will not attempt to run home on that. Good job on the left fielder. Great Britain's left fielder. I believe that is Thomas Russell. That is Thomas Russell on getting that ball in quickly. Mentias cut it off at third to prevent both runners from advancing. And that is a nice hard hit from the new right fielder of the game for France. And batting now and taking a big swing at that pitch is a second baseman, Rony Papa. He hit a hard double to left field in his last at-bat. Eden winds up, and that ball is hit hard down the third baseline, but foul. So coming out of the game for Great Britain due to an injury is right fielder Darren Ty. And coming into the game, I will get back to you on as soon as I find out. So a new right fielder looked like he hurt his arm on that throw into second base. It was a very hard throw. I hope that his arm is okay. And that pitch is driven hard to left field. It is back, and it is gone. A home run. That'll make it 16-0 for Team France on a monster home run from Rony Papa. The third home run of the game for France. So 16-0 in the fourth inning. The French dugout giving Rony Papa the silent treatment as he comes into the dugout. And then celebrating after a couple of seconds. That is a common tradition in the MLB when a player hits their first home run. So I am wondering if maybe that was Rony Papa's first home run. No matter what, it was a monster shot way into left field. And tacks 3 more runs on the board for Team France. So coming up to bat now is the third baseman, Gregory Cole. He has one plate appearance so far in this game, and it resulted in a walk. So he is also looking for his first hit of this game. Eden looking to get out of this inning. And that one is driven hard and foul. I hope that nobody was hurt on that. It didn't hit anyone. That was a very hard drive. Coming into right field for Great Britain to replace Darren Ty on that injury is Amit Aswani. Cole steps into the box after a long foul ball. And Eden nearly falls on that pitch, and the pitch nearly falls into the zone, but it is just up, and that will be ball 2. Call ready to swing. Eden throws it in, and that will be a strike. Evens the count at 2. Eden looking to get out of this inning. Great Britain will now need to score 7 runs to keep their hope alive for this game. And that one is up high in right field. New right fielder comes in to catch it. That is Amit Aswani making the catch out in right field for the second out of the inning. Coming into bat now for Team France is the left fielder, Sebastian Newman. Newman also walked in his last plate appearance, looking for his first hit. And that pitch will be down in the dirt. Catcher Trent Nash tried to frame that one a little bit, despite it bouncing a couple of times before getting to his glove. So, looks like even down 16-0, the players from Great Britain still have a sense of humor and are still trying to make the most out of this game. It is a fairly young team they have with not a lot of experience, and that ball is hit hard in the left center field gap, but the center fielder will be there to make the catch. That is Matthew Tomlin making the catch, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back to the home half of the 4th inning here in Hørsholm, Denmark. If you're just now joining, this is a matchup between Team France and Team Great Britain. Great Britain is down to their final 3 outs. France has a 16-0 lead, and because of the run rule, Great Britain will need to score 7 runs in this inning to keep the game alive. First pitch is high and outside for a ball. Looks like we have a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, hitting for Matthew Eden. Great Britain might be using this as an opportunity to get their younger players a couple more at-bats. So batting now for Great Britain is a pinch hitter, Joseph Coxon. And he takes that pitch for a strike. This is Coxon's first at-bat of the tournament. He played right field against Denmark, but was hit for by the designated player. So this is his first at-bat of the week. And he swings through that one. The count is full. Remy looking to get one out en route to the 3 outs needed to finish this game. And he does just that with a called strike 3. That is the first out of the inning. That is Joseph Coxon, the pinch hitter, striking out. And coming up to bat now is the first baseman, Iwan Gale. Gale has 1 plate appearance so far in this tournament, and he drew a walk in that plate appearance. He hits that one hard. That'll be in the right center field gap, and that'll fall for a single. So Iwan Gale has his first hit of the game. Actually, Great Britain has their first hit of the game. They have drawn a couple of walks, had a couple of base runners, but according to my scorecard, that is their first hit. So that'll be a single to right field. If you're keeping score, that's a single 9. And stepping up to bat now will be the right fielder that took Darren Ty's place, and that is Aswani. Aswani getting his first plate appearance of this game. And Remy throws a very strong change up there. Aswani fouls it back. Count is very quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And the ball is taken outside for the first ball of the at-bat. Aswani has 8 at-bats so far this week, but is still looking for his first hit of the week. And he might get it here with the line drive to center field that is caught. Unfortunately, he will remain hitless for 1 more inning. That is Jacques Boucheron out there for Team France making the catch and bringing Great Britain down to their final out of the game. They have 1 out to score 7 runs. Despite hitting that ball hard, Aswani is not able to start a rally for Great Britain here, and now Joshua Pete will step in and attempt to do the same thing. Pete is playing shortstop. He reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. I mentioned that he has impressive speed, stealing a couple of bases in this tournament. And he did just that when he reached base in the 2nd inning. Got on first and immediately stole second. Facing a batter that also has speed really puts pressure on the defense to make a quick and concise throw, field and transfer the ball very quickly. It can often lead to more mistakes than if they were under less pressure. And Pete's speed contributes to his ability to get on base often, but he swings through that one, and that brings the count full. France is 1 strike away from winning. And the payoff pitch is on its way, and that'll be grounded hard to shortstop. A nice stop over there, but the throw is not able to be made. And at shortstop, we have Blaise Cardone making a nice backhand, but unable to make the throw. And there's a prime example of the type of speed that Joshua Pete has, that if you bobble the ball even slightly, or if it's a slow roller, then you don't have a shot at getting him at first. We just saw that in action, and that puts runners at first and second with 2 outs for Great Britain. Matthew Tomlin is the batter, and he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. That ball is popped up right behind shortstop. That might fall in. And diving Cardone cannot get to it. That'll score 1 run. That'll score 2 runs. And Matthew Tomlin is standing on second base after getting 2 RBIs of his own. That was a near collision out in shallow left field, and I am very glad that it wasn't more serious. That rolls it around to the top of the lineup. And Thomas Russell, the left fielder, stepping to the plate. First pitch is in there for a strike. France still has 2 outs, 1 out away from winning the game. Great Britain still has a couple more runs they need to score. And Russell swings at a pitch above his head. The count is very quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. France is trailing by 14 runs and will need to score 5 runs in this inning to keep it alive. And that ball is hit to the shortstop. He will have a play, and the throw is out at first, so that will be the ball game. Final score, 16 France, 2 Great Britain. My name is Evie. Thank you for doing the interview with me. Can you tell me your name and your position and how many times you've been to a European Championship before?
My name is Jack Bushran. I'm center fielder, and it's like the second time we're playing the European Championship with Team France.
Yeah, and today was a really good game. What were your expectations for the week as a whole for Team France and for the game today?
I mean, I think we expect to finish on bronze medal, something like that. But we lost against Croatia and Belgium, but that was very great game. And that's part of the game.
That is part of the game. I think Team France played a lot of really good games this week. What was your mindset going up to the plate when you hit the long home run to center field?
Oh, I was just thinking about hit the ball, like every good player, I think.
Yeah, you got to make it easy in your head, and then you hit the ball hard. Was that your first home run at a European Championship, or do you have one before?
That was my third one. 2 years ago, I hit twice, like 2 tournaments against Sweden. So I think so. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And last question: what's been your favorite part about Denmark so far?
I think if Kim Hansen's gonna pitch the final, it's gonna be a great game against Czech Republic.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.